Easter, a wonderful time of year where everyone gets lots of chocolate, the families have fun together, and the rabbits are prancing around the fields. So as you can expect, I did everything people would do in a normal Easter. Wrong. Nope. I wasted most of my Easter creating this game that you can all enjoy at home. Yes, you can all enjoy because the web download is in the description. So let's get on with how I made and what you can do with the Minecraft Easter egg hunt. Cue the title sequence. Easter egg, the great Easter egg hunt in Minecraft. So straight off the bat, you can see that we have a world border, which more observant of you may have guessed its size, and I can tell you that it's 200 blocks. Congratulations if you got anything near that. So yes, you can see that we have, when you spawn in, you will spawn right in front of the start the hunt building, whatever you call it. So yeah, we have the start the hunt and end the game. So I won't start it now because we don't even know what it does yet. So this is, as far as you can guess, an Easter egg hunt where eggs are randomly scattered around the map, so actually there'll be an egg potential place in any of these gold blocks which you can see littered around the site over here. And yes, so whenever this egg spawns, I'll do an example here. So, for example, it spawned, and you can already see we have a beam of particles going up into the sky, which tells you exactly where the egg is, and I think it's quite a nice touch. It just stops you floundering around randomly. But you may be thinking, but oogly boogly, surely you could just see wherever it is, and then you would just be able to get infinite eggs. Could you just go exactly to where they were? But no, I've thought of that as well. He's a genius. So yes, you will see the particles only when you get within 20 blocks, roughly 20 blocks of the thing. So as you see, I'm this far away and the particles disappear, which actually makes you actively look around for these eggs. You may have also noticed that in the starting bit, we have these 4 corner pedestal kind of things. And this is the positions where the second level of eggs, yes, there's different rarities of eggs, the imperative egg will spawn. They are special kinds of eggs that only spawn rarely, but still quite often. So there's 4 of them. There's likely that they'll spawn quite often. I just kind of tricked myself. Forget what I said. So they spawn every so often. Oh no, I'm doing it again. Give me a second to sort my brain. Okay, we are back. Had a nice cup of water. I'm ready to explain this. So we have imperative eggs which spawn in these corners. Whenever they spawn, you'll get a beacon sound wherever you are, not just near the beacon. You'll get a beacon sound, and you will get a little title. So down here, it will get black words saying an imperative egg has spawned. Not in that voice, but you get the idea. So the imperative egg will spawn on here. So let's just get our imperative egg, and yes, it is a snowball. It's just another kind of spherical thing that you can like throw or whatever. So the imperative egg will spawn on this block. So you see it's giving that, and as you can see, we have a beacon maker. So it's when anything's on that block, the beacon will emit, and so therefore you get the message. You're like, oh, where's the imperative egg? And then you race the other person. So yes, this is a multiplayer game. You can play it single player if you like, but I would say it's much more fun with a friends. I mean, if you don't have any friends, well, that's sad. I can't do much for you, but you can keep watching Oogly Boogly and make you a bit happier in your sad everyday life. So let's see. So yeah, so basically you would have a beacon coming out of there. So let's say you were hunting eggs over here, and you're just like, oh, imperative egg has spawned. Run to the beacon, see you can get there first, and then race there and get the egg. Someone will get it, and then that switches off, and the beacon is gone. There we go. So you may have also noticed that there is a pedestal in the middle as well. And this does think something a little differently. So we have a god egg. And when you spawn a god egg, you will have yellow title that flashes across the scene saying, "A god egg has spawned." Again, not in that fancy voice, but you will get an end portal activating sound. So like the bah. Very good impression there. So that kind of sound, in which case a turtle egg, which is the highest point egg, which you get 10 points for it, which is a lot of points. So yeah, that will appear on this beacon activator. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that egg. Look at it. And it's all beauty. And you'll see the beacon. I said you will see the beacon. There. I said you will see the beacon coming out of the middle of the pedestal, and the race to get there as fast as you can using any means of transportation you have, in which you can buy in the shop. We'll get to that later. And therefore get the turtle egg, which is the god egg, and get that 10 points to add it on to your score at the end of the game. Other things about the game which you may want to know: when you start, you will both be given glowing, and you will be like a decent amount faster than you would in like normal Minecraft. So it just makes it a lot more fast-paced, exciting egg hunting. And you also glowing, which I've already said, and there is a number of customizable things which you can buy in the shop, which we'll get to in just a moment. But before we do, let me just tell you of how big the number of ender pearls you can buy with all of these eggs that you can collect in an hour. So you can buy a lot of ender pearls. Seriously, a lot of ender pearls. But you know what's an even bigger number than that? Yes, you know what's coming. The number of viewers that aren't subscribed. So if you do enjoy these videos, seriously, if you do enjoy them, I just broke the grass. So yeah, if you do enjoy my videos, just subscribe. Hit that little red button if you do enjoy. But if you don't enjoy, then what? Why are you watching? Why are you watching? If you don't enjoy, then just click off the video. Simple as that. If you do enjoy, then subscribe. Because if you haven't clicked off by now, you probably do enjoy my content. So yeah, do give it a consider. I'm trying to get to more subscribers than I already have by sometime in the future. So do help me out with that and give a subscribe. Anyway, on with that shop over there. So there are 5 things that you can buy in the shop with a very intuitive buying system, might I add myself. So we have jump boost potions. 2 jump boost potions cost 4 eggs, and 1. That's not meant to be that. That's not meant to be that. Nothing happened. You are temporarily blinded and you have no idea what is going on until I spelled that wrong. You are still temporarily blinded and you will not know what is going on until I say the magic words of open your eyes, which I haven't said yet. That was just an illusion. And there we go. Look at that. Oh, look. 1 speed potion costs 4 eggs. Also, we have 8 ender pearls, which cost 11 eggs, which are actually quite OP for their price. I played this with a friend, and it was very fun. And I say ender pearls really are the way to go, I think. Also, the horse can be pretty useful, but it's actually quite hard to get it. Top strats from an experienced egg hunt player. Also the creator, but let's leave that out. So a grappling hook. It hooks the nearest person. Yes, note that I said nearest person and not you, because there are some pretty clever ways you can use this, so I'll demonstrate that in a moment. It hooks the nearest person, and it only costs 4 eggs, because they do run out, and you don't actually use them that much, apart from annoying the other player. So yeah, let's just input our eggs into the cost thing. So we need 4 eggs for this. Let's get ourselves 4 eggs. And then plop them in the top bit. And you can see we are given a grappling hook and our eggs are taken away. Pretty neat system. So yeah, our grappling hook. You may have already seen this. It's the same technique I used in Minecraft, but I'm a superhero as Spider-Man. If you haven't seen it already, go check that out. So basically, you do it, and then it pulls you towards it. I just added a different sound effect to make it sound more like a grappling hook instead of a web shooter. So what you can do with this, though, it does actually work on multiplayer. I've had to modify it a bit. So what you do is, for example, a person's running towards that imperative egg that's just over there, and then, but they're in front of you. So you would think what you would do is you would try and get that and get ahead of them, but that's not actually very efficient. What this can do is, if you throw it nearly at the player so that they are closer than you are to where it lands, they will get pulled back. So you can then overtake them. It also can disorientate them, as I made it randomly make you rotate in a completely opposite direction like that. So which is actually a very efficient way to get those imperative eggs, get those god eggs. It actually did help me get a god egg when I played this against someone else. So yeah, another good idea to do with this. And our final thing, which we can buy from the shop, is the horse and saddle. So what this does, where you randomly get either a horse or a saddle. Pretty self-explanatory, right? So its cost is 11 eggs for one of them. You may think, well, that's pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap for a horse, which you can pretty much go twice as fast as the average human. But it comes with a cost. 11 eggs. Yeah. Also, the cost is that you will only get a random thing. So you could do this 7 times and just get 7 saddles. That's where the gambling part of this comes in to take place. Don't do gambling, kids. It's not good. This is just a game. It's just a game. No practical uses were put into this. Definitely. Okay, so yeah, you get them, and you could get 7 saddles, but no horse. So you'll have to gamble until you get that horse, and then put that saddle on it, and then you can go around. But even after all that, it might be a slow horse, so I reckon this is more of a late game investment for long-term eggs. If you're doing a particularly long game, and for the length of the game, well, we'll get onto that now. How about it? So we've gone through the shop, and now about the other bits of the game. How about the other bits? Actually, first take you through, you might actually notice that these are water buckets, which I made this so that it could take advantage of the more later game things such as ender pearls or the grappling hook. Because if you don't have an ender pearl or a grappling hook, then you'll have to climb up the water stream, and by that time someone could have pulled onto the hook and got that god egg before you. So get those grappling hooks, get those god eggs, and you will be able to get that grappling hook, get that ender pearl, and you'll be able to get the god egg before anyone else. And there we go. So, length of the game. Well, I said that about that earlier, but there's actually no specified time. I made it customizable, so you can spend as long as you want and as short as you want playing this game. I actually played this for quite a long time with my friends, so I got a bit carried away. Maybe you will too, maybe you won't. So when you get bored, you can just click end the game, and it will end the game, remove all your effects, and then get you back to normal, where you can close your inventory, so then you can play again with a new scoreboard and that. Also, something to note, you cannot use, well, actually you can use the imperative eggs and the god eggs in the shop. They're just only worth 1 egg, so I highly recommend not doing that unless you're really desperate. And you can't seem to find any other eggs in this. So I think that pretty much wraps this thing up. Remember, world download is in the description. If you have any queries, any wonders to the finer points of the game, and if you've got anything, or maybe if something doesn't work in the world download, please let me know and I will try and be on it straight away. Don't be afraid to ask a question in the comments. And for now, that's all from me, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoy this Easter-themed special minigame that I've created. Wasted most of my Easter doing, so that's all for now, people. And